we're just seeing these reports coming in, and we're just trying to stress to you guys, do not come home yet. It is not safe, and we're going to continue to be seeing these reports come in as we go throughout the next couple of hours and even days as the storm starts to move out. But for now, going to be tossing it back to you guys.
Okay, Jess, thanks. Getting this in from the Caswell Beach Police Department. We have no information at this time on when residents will be able to return to their homes. The storm is still affecting us with more rain and wind. We will be unable to readmit anyone until basic public safety concerns like fire protection have been addressed. So at least at this point in time, Caswell Beach, no word on when residents there, property owners, will allowed to be back on the beach.
And that's anticipated. We're hoping that residents who are hearing that understand that that is for your safety, because the officials have determined that it's just not safe yet to head back.
And they're working to make it as safe as they can get it. Yeah.
We've got new drone video now showing widespread flooding in New Bern, North Carolina. Interesting that this drone footage was taken because I believe it was yesterday that we were told no drones would be allowed. But this gives you a very clear perspective on what is happening in New Bern. I mean, it is essentially underwater. Very early on, a television station there, WCTI, was evacuated. At first, it was just staff. The meteorologist stayed behind, but even they had to leave. And we've been showing you flooding from this area for the past couple of days, and unfortunately, the concern is that what you see now is only going to get worse.
And they've had to close several areas of downtown New Bern because of the massive flooding. We've had rescues being reported. We actually saw some raw video of all that happening. So those areas still getting some rain even today. Many rivers still rising, and like you said, that flooding that we see here is going to take a while to subside. And we're hoping that we don't hear of any deaths. At least we haven't heard of any yet from the New Bern community. Most of the deaths we've been reported from Duplin County here in New Hanover, one in Brunswick, one in Pender County, and 2 in Lenoir. But so far, none yet out of Craven County.
But it's so important to remind people right now that most of the deaths post a hurricane are not related to the hurricane. It's related to, well, I should say, the deaths from a hurricane are related to those that happen after the hurricane, such as people getting in their cars and getting washed away, and we've already had reports of that.
3 in Duplin County happened today, reported today from the sheriff up there, that happened to 3 people up there, no other specifics. 2 in Kenansville and 1 in the town of Cornegie. Up in Duplin County. Blake Wallace, the sheriff, reporting that. So hopefully we'll get more information. But again, please don't become a statistic in this storm. We don't want that to happen to anybody around here. Let's show some more video. Metal building material on the side of Carolina Beach Road. This is between North Carolina Avenue and Tennessee Avenue here. The taken off the buildings nearby and kind of wrapped around a couple of those signs right there along the street, and laying on some what appear to be power lines.
We've seen a lot of that, signs torn down, lots of awnings at gas stations blown down, even gas pumps blown down. The wind was pretty fierce, and we've just seen so much of that. The material that's blown down, fortunately the winds have died down, because the materials that have blown down, if they were to continue to blow on the wind, if you will, they could become very, very dangerous.
And that looks like heavy pieces of material at this point in time. Several curfews are in place. We have covered these the past couple of days, and most of these curfews have been extended and continue tonight. We're going to start in Brunswick County, where there's a curfew in place in Leland from 6 o'clock tonight again until 6 o'clock tomorrow morning, and that's going to go every day until further notice. The Oak Island curfew from 6 o'clock at night till 6 in the morning, and will go at least through tomorrow.
Boiling Spring Lakes, that's 9 tonight until 6 in the morning. Southport, 7 this evening, and all entrances to the city are closed until further notice.
In Pender County, there is a county-wide curfew. Okay, let's go to WECT's Chelsea Donovan. She is at along Greenfield Street in Wilmington.
We need to go. Get us. Take us now.
Go. Go ahead,
Hey guys,
Chelsea.
look, we can see what looks like a potential looting situation here at the Family Dollar on Greenfield Street. Actually just saw a bunch of people coming out in masks. Kristen, if you can pan over here, this is the Houston Moore complex on Greenfield Street. You can see here people coming out with items left and right, looting the Family Dollar here on Greenfield Street. Can see inside just a complete mess. People taking duffel bags and trash bags, now noticing that we're here, running away from the camera. You can see people inside here, people with t-shirts over their heads, coming out with bags of items. You can see these people across the street in masks. This is an ongoing situation. Looks like the police are here now. People wearing Halloween masks, looting the Family Dollar here on Greenfield Street. Looks like people are coming out of the backside right now. All right, they're coming out of the backside of the store here. This is 13th and Greenfield. We're gonna stay with this situation. Items in hand, guys. Hey guys, you know you're looting, right? You know you're stealing. Sir, you know you're looting, correct? You know that you're looting and that's illegal? You can see people coming out right now with items left and right from the store.
Don't play cop. Hey, they can attack you or do something here.
Let's see if we can go back around front, guys, and see what's happening. There are no folks associated with law enforcement on site. I can hear you guys too, by the way. I don't have my IFB in, so if you're talking to me. All right, look across the street here. People filling up what looks like laundry bags full of items. Running, it's a mad dash around here. Let's go back to the front, Kristen. Here we go, people coming out with trash bags. This is what's the worst of the worst in these hurricanes, folks. People getting desperate, looking for items. Looks like they've just busted completely through the door here. We're just gonna watch as this takes place right before our eyes. First on the scene. If you look across the street here, guys, you can see people in masks. Okay, coming back. You want us to go? You want us to stick around?
Okay. First of all, we're calling Chelsea off of that because it's too dangerous.
It's not, yeah.
Unbelievable that people take advantage of a situation like this. And what they don't know is that our cameras were rolling and police officers will see their faces. There's outrage right now.
Yep.
Looking at that video, and of course we were terrified for Chelsea, who's braver than anybody I know, and that's for sure, man, woman, or child. That is unbelievable, but we have known this all along.
There have been reports that this has been happening, but to see
Well,
it actually...
the district attorney, the chief district court judge, and the sheriff made room in the jail for people like that because they knew this was going to happen.
And there have been reports of it happening in neighborhoods and in homes. But to kind of see it happening at a business that stayed open and helped people prepare for this hurricane and had the items that people needed to prepare for this hurricane. And then to see people going in like that afterwards is indescribable at this point in time.
I can't even put into words what I'm feeling right now, and I think a lot of folks who watch that are feeling the same thing. You survived a hurricane, you got through all of the wind and the rain, and you're taking advantage of a situation like that right now. I know I'm not supposed to give commentary, and I'm not going to do that right now. I'm going to stop it, but I can tell you what we just saw, what we just witnessed, what the law enforcement officials have prepared for, and our crew was on the scene before they could even get called.
Right. Because they're probably busy out helping other people who need help in a storm.
Well, Chelsea noticed it while
Yeah.
she was getting ready to go in because there were reports that someone was looting, and so she got there before they did. But I tell you what, shame on those people for going in and, okay, let me see what that says.
It's a statement from the Wilmington Police Department. Go ahead, you got your glasses
Okay,
on.
we are aware of the looting occurring at the Family Dollar store at 13th and Greenfield Streets. Unfortunately, management has asked not to intervene at this time.
Okay.
Okay, well,
That statement from the Wilmington Police Department. Once again, we're aware of the looting occurring at the Family Dollar store at 13th and Greenfield Streets. Unfortunately, management has asked not to intervene at this time. Statement from the Wilmington Police Department. All right, WECT's Kaylee Tracy is in Whiteville covering the situation in Columbus County. Let's get to Tracy.
The High Point and Whiteville Fire Department are working to clear this down tree here behind me on one of the side streets here in Whiteville. As you can see, I'm going to walk a little closer to them. They have a few crews out here with some chainsaws working hard in this pouring down rain. The winds have kind of died down. It's taking 2 crews out here. They called in reinforcements